friends, I'm so excited to be doing an updated house tour now that we have it furnished and we've done a few projects around the house, and I've been working really hard to try to make this place our home, and we've honestly loved living here so much. That being said, while we have done a lot, we have not done every single thing we want to do yet, so we'll be sure to keep you updated with all those changes as well. But let's go ahead and begin the tour. Before we continue on with the home tour, first a word from this video's sponsor, which is Lemonade. Lemonade is truly the perfect sponsor for this video. That's right, Lemonade is an insurance company for the 21st century consumer, transforming insurance from a necessary evil, something that actually works for you and your life. They offer so many different coverage options, from homes, renter to pet. I don't know about you guys, but I have lived in lots of different apartments and lots of different cities across the country, and moving is already stressful enough that thinking about the right insurance coverage to protect your home and items is an unneeded stressor to add to your life, which is why I think Lemonade is such a fantastic product. They're digital first, so you can access everything via your phone. Their app lays everything out super clearly, and you're able to submit quotes in record time. Renter's insurance covers your stuff, so if a pipe bursts, a fire breaks out in your building, or a slew of other issues, your stuff could be protected no matter if you're home or away. Making sure that all of the items that you care most about are protected. Another thing I really like about Lemonade is their pricing. They also have plans starting at only $5 a month. And again, because they're digital first, you do everything from signing up, filing claims, to paying your premiums, all from your phone, which makes the whole thing so much more seamless and easier. If you guys are interested in learning more about how Lemonade can help your life, you can go to lemonade.com/peruse project. Thank you so much to Lemonade for sponsoring this video, and let's go ahead and dive back into the tour. As it stands, I'm in the front room of the house. This is the front door, and I would say this room is probably my favorite room, and you will be able to tell very quickly why. And that's because this room is my library room. The things that we've changed since moving in is mostly just paint. We painted the entire room. We also swapped out the light fixture, but really the star of the show here is adding my bookshelves and all of the books on all of the walls. And I will also say adding in this couch, which is truly one of my favorite pieces of furniture ever, and this really cute lamp from Target. But swinging over to the other side of the room, we have what I would probably say is my favorite part of the whole house, which is this fireplace. This mantle came with the home, and it's been in existence since the 1800s. So just decorating this and just making it all feel like a true library has been an absolute blast. And then the final part of this room is this little extra reading chair and last bookshelf, if you will. Moving into the next room of the house, which is the kitchen and dining room. Starting off, we have these really handy cabinets, which if you look inside is really just full of like all different types of equipment. This serves as our pantry and such. A lot of storage is here. I think they're cute and they're very, very practical as well. But moving into the kitchen itself, this is the room we've probably done the most work in. Obviously, if you remember the last tour, and I'll insert some footage over top, is that we've painted the entire kitchen this like sage green color, which we really love. We've replaced all of the lights in here. We've added new hardware, and on the laminate countertops that we have, we added like a little fake wood vinyl covering from Etsy. But I love this kitchen. I love to cook. I spend so much time in here, and honestly, it's super, super practical, and the green color makes me so happy. Swinging now over to the other side, we have the dining room, and this is another space we have done a lot of work in. We replaced the light fixture. We also painted the entire house the same shade of white. We want to go back through and add more color back in, but it was nice to kind of have just one uniform change in terms of decorating and stuff. We have a dining room table and chairs, our first dining room table and chairs in many years. I also have this gallery wall here that I won't lie, I hung probably about 30 minutes before recording this video, but I'm really pleased with it. Look at all the art. It's been really fun to kind of try to scope out pieces for the house as well. And then lastly, you might recognize this piece of furniture. It has been with me since I've lived in Chicago, but this is just a handy little cabinet. We use it for a bar cart. This is very much a work in progress area, but also very handy. But now we're moving on from the kitchen to our main like hangout room, but first we have to get a shot of Matilda being very cute. This is where she hangs out most of the time in the sun as she does. Basically, our living room is down this hallway after this sort of wall of windows into our backyard, which is super cool. But here is the space. Our goal with this room was to just make it as comfortable and cozy as possible. It's a darker room, so it makes it perfect for like watching movies and just hanging out. I would say this is where we spend like 85% of our time, especially after work. We did get this new couch recently, which is super comfortable and really, really big, and is pretty much the predominant part of this room. And then this corner, I just have this nice invisible stack of books and a bunch of paint swatches that we have just been deliberating on for months and months, as we do want to paint, I think, the doors in here some type of pop of color, which would be really fun. And then lastly for this room, we have my desk area, and this of course is just where I do all of my work. I have all my things on here, all of my photo cards. This is another area I would really like to do a bit more work on. I'm also contemplating getting a standing desk. Clay has a standing desk, which I will show later, and he loves it, so more to come with this space. I do need to give a shout out to my favorite prints in the entire house, which are my Kiki's Delivery print and Totoro print. They're the best. I'm being honest, the guest bathroom is probably the room we have done the least in. We just basically painted it white, got a new shower curtain and a rug. We do have grand plans for this space. We're going to be doing some fun DIY updates soon, but for now it is just a really boring bathroom. But through this door, through this very strange tunnel bathroom, we are in a hallway, and you can see basically the kitchen, and then my library room is right there. And if I flip you around, we have two rooms going down this hallway. The first is Clay's office. Next room is Clay's office. We've spent a lot of time recently actually making this space more comfortable for him. If it looks like someone is in the midst of their workday, it's because he quite literally is, and is holding this camera for me to record this shot really quickly for this video. But this is where Clay spends a lot of his time. He sits here, he mostly stands here because he has a standing desk. Fancy. This is usually where I sit while I bother him during his work day. We did hang this record wall here, which I think he swaps out with various records. Isn't that right, Clay?
Yep, that's right.
Yeah, I honestly think this place is like super cozy and a much better work from home environment than it was before, which for a long time it was just an empty room, single desk and a chair. But now I think it's like a pretty fun, I don't know about fun, but a nice place to work at least. And then the second room down this hallway is the guest room. This is honestly like a very simple room at this point in time. Really just a bed in here, and then we also have a desk over in the corner where Clay plays his video games. We did do some decorating. A lot of the stuff is other furniture we had from like other apartments and things. We have put some art up on the wall, and honestly, I feel like it's a pretty comfy place. We've gotten rave reviews from friends and family, which I think is the most important. And we also did paint in here, which if you saw the old paint color, it's looking a little brighter and fresher. We're back in the kitchen with Matilda, who's sunbathing, because we are now about to go down this hallway, which goes to the primary bedroom. It's down, and ooh, it's very sunny right now. Voila. Here is our primary bedroom. We've honestly not done too much in here either. We did get a new quilt, some new lamps, but most of this furniture we've had for a long time. I love this room. I had to close the blinds because the sun was very, very strong, but it's one of the like best lit rooms in the house. And there's also these big sliding glass doors, which I'll have an overlay clip where you can go right into the backyard, which is really cool. The ceilings are higher in here. It's just overall, because it's an addition, like a different vibe than the rest of the house, which was built in like the 1950s. On the opposite side of the bed, I do have our dresser, TV, and mirror where I take all of my OOTDs. The last thing I want to show off, mostly because I'm so proud of it, is our Monstera plant. This guy has been thriving in this room. When we moved in, it had all of like 4 leaves, which I've since all cut off because it's just doing its thing in here. We're also working on a gallery wall for this wall eventually, but for now it's just home to this beautiful, beautiful plant. And then surrounding the corner, we have the primary bathroom. This is another room we've done very, very little to. If anything, it's basically the exact same from the original tour. We have cabinets, we have me. We did paint it, well, a different shade of white, so it probably doesn't look too different. This is a room we want to renovate eventually, but for now it's been completely and really nicely functional. You know, toilet, sinks, and we have a shower as well. Again, wonderfully functional. We would like to update to aesthetically align more with our tastes, but honestly, no major complaints. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for watching our home tour. We are so happy with the updates and changes and just in general, the moving in that we've been able to do over this past year. That being said, we have so many more plans in the future, which we're excited to document and share as well. And big shout out to this video's sponsor, which is Lemonade. Again, if you want to learn more about their insurance, I'll leave a link down below for you to check out. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I will see you soon with another one soon. Goodbye.